Hello once again, Internet. This is Casual Pleb Productions here with another E3 Rewind. Um, but, before we get into the actual E3 part of the video, Evan, I just wanted to, let me turn on screen share for you real quick, okay?
Okay.
Uh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, Evan, you know how a while back, one of the E3s, the one that had to be split into two parts, E3 Rewinds, it got blocked in very oddly specific countries.
Yes.
Well, after them making me sit through the whole 30-day process, the whole 30-day deadline before anything happened, which, by the way, that block got taken off. They just, wanted to make me wait for it. Well, that finally got taken off this week. But the last video we did, which is due to go live today, it finished processing, and you want to know what happened, Evan?
Mm,
Let me see here. Blocked in Cuba, Syria, North Korea, and Iran. Because of What If I Lost It by Blood Simple. Like, probably a half a minute long trailer music.
uh,
Copyright owners, WMG, on behalf of Reprise. I'm assuming WMG stands for Warner Music Group because I've heard they
right.
are real assholes when it comes to the YouTube copyright system.
Yes.
Um,
Bug. It's so dumb that one corporation can strike on the behalf of another corporation. You can do nothing about it. This is how I
they
lost my
don't even
YouTube
need to be
channel.
like associated. Anyone can claim it for anyone else.
It's retarded. And it doesn't matter because everybody just uses YouTube. So even though that competitors do exist, nobody uses it. So what's the point? It's like so everybody's getting beaten and they're taking the beating
Yeah.
on purpose.
Like,
It sucks.
I don't monetize these videos, so I don't really give a shit if some other company is, even though they shouldn't be able to, monetizing the video I wasn't planning to monetize in the first place.
Correct.
The issue I do have is when you block my video in certain countries for a copyright problem that isn't actually a copyright problem, thus limiting the reach of potential people who could see my video, which, yeah, they're shit videos, but if someone wants to watch it, they should have the right. Shout out to my Cuban fans. I got your backs.
Wow. Do they even have internet? I guess they do if they're gonna block it. Game tapes raw.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Sony conference is 2 hours.
Yep.
Kill us.
I wonder.
Kill us.
It must be 2 hours of action-packed gameplay.
We need to find a smarter way to do this if this is going to keep happening and they're going to each be 2 hours long. Because 6 hours is a bit much.
Evan,
I fall asleep after 3.5.
first of all, this is E3 Rewind. The whole point of this is to relive past E3s, for better or for worse. But when we get to the years where companies other than the big console manufacturers start making their own conferences, we'll start splitting these into parts.
Okay, fair.
Because there's no way we can watch everything in one full sitting.
Good. All right, this alleviates much of my concerns.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kaz Harai.
I'm just watching it on Discord.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to turn the screen share on.
Let me know where you are.
Welcome.
Oh, were you actually just gonna watch it through Discord?
Yeah, I'm at 7 seconds, 8 seconds,
Okay,
9 seconds.
just go straight back to the beginning.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kaz Haraj.
All right, Kaz, don't bore us to death this time.
He
Looks like
makes
there's
no
a little bit more stuff here.
Look, the PS3 is out. It's.
Welcome and thank
I'm
you for joining
100%
us
sure
for Sony
it's
Computer
out
Entertainment's
already.
2006
If they don't
E3
show
press conference.
actual
and please accept
games-
my apologies for the delay in beginning this afternoon. Well, just one year ago, we stood before you, our industry
Well,
friends
let's just
and
say
partners, and
the
unveiled
chicken
our
I'm getting
plans
later has a
for
few bones in
PlayStation
it.
3
And, you know,
for the very first time.
something might
And
happen
the
with
impact
one of
was
those
immediate.
bones in my throat.
We sent a message, and the message was clear. PlayStation 3 is not an incremental upgrade to our previous platforms, but is truly designed to
I feel
advance
like
our vision
we're
for
not
computer
supposed to be
entertainment
staring at the
today
PlayStation logo,
and for
but-
many more years to come. PlayStation 3 is a very powerful machine, yes.
Fuck it,
but
I didn't edit this video.
technology is just an enabler. In essence,
either.
the real power of PlayStation 3 rests
It's okay,
in
it
the
comes
hands
in
of the
in a
content
few
creators
seconds.
and ultimately with the consumers.
They're probably
And let's face it,
avoiding
we aren't
copyright
easily
bullshit.
entertained these days. We want freedom. We want choice. We want to share experiences with others. But most importantly, we want to be entertained in new and unique ways. PlayStation 3 is meant to be the companion device in your living room, flexible enough to sustain many years of technological advancements. It's an arsenal of media compatibility with seamless access to both packaged and non-packaged content through a networked environment. It seamlessly interacts with the PlayStation family of products, such as PlayStation Portable. And finally, PlayStation 3 is the best-of-breed computer entertainment platform. And make no mistake, PlayStation 3 is the most ambitious project we at Sony Computer Entertainment have ever undertaken in our very short history.
ambitious.
It requires huge financial
It was really
investment
hard to get.
and commitment from the entire Sony group. But we must
remember,
take risks to reap the rewards.
Dust,
We're not about cutting
my
corners
friend,
to rush a
he
product to market.
went
and
to like
we're
4
certainly
different
not
places
interested
to
in
get one.
gimmicks, clever
And he got the
rhetoric,
original
or
one with the
conventional
backwards
thinking.
compatibility.
Oh.
The
But it was
essence
like
of
a
the PlayStation
pseudo
3
backwards
is real
compatibility.
change,
It didn't work on all
and the
games.
consumers are ready. And we have said on many occasions that the next generation doesn't start until we say it does. And today, PlayStation 3 is real. The future becomes reality. As we gear up for the November launch, we're very excited to share with you the phenomenal progress we've made in just a year's time. But before I go any further, I'd like to take a step back for a moment. We're all well aware that we would not be able to achieve greatness on PlayStation 3 without a strong foundation, and one of the foundations for us is PlayStation 2. Initially launched in March of 2000 in Japan, PlayStation 2 has grown into a global format, and the install base continues to grow in all markets worldwide. Most recently, we were very pleased to achieve the 100 million unit shipment milestone on PlayStation 2 in almost half the time it took us to get there on the original PlayStation. And more specifically, our global shipments break down to 23.27 million in Japan and Asia, 41.82 million in North America, and 38.6 million in the European and PAL markets, with a global total of 103.69 million units. And for our current fiscal year that began on April 1st, we forecast shipping an additional 10 million PlayStation 2 units into the global market. On the software front, the numbers are just as impressive.
I just saw
We
what
have
you
shipped
posted.
over 1 billion units of PlayStation 2 software worldwide. That's
You know
1
it's
billion
true.
units on PlayStation 2 alone in 6 years' time. And this is a major achievement for our industry, and for this, I would like to personally extend my
I guess
thanks
the
and our
PS3 was
thanks
just ahead of
and
its
gratitude
time.
to all of our
It
developers,
really was
publishing,
in a
and
lot of
media
ways.
partners
Although
here
parts
in
of
the
it were
audience
like
and around the
behind,
globe for
oddly.
being a part
I
of
just
this
read through the
phenomenal
comments a
success
bit because
story.
people were arguing about it.
In the 4 years since PlayStation 2 went online,
But I mean, you have to realize
we have
that
amassed
Blu-ray
more than
players
3 million registered
were
users,
like
all
$500
enjoying
back
this
then.
generation's
So the
product.
PS3 was like the one
essence
way
of
to get
multiplayer
Blu-ray
and
for like
cooperative
3
play
years,
in a networked
basically.
environment. And now, you may ask yourself why we
The PS3 was really,
collect
really
these
ambitious
points,
and could do all
especially
sorts
when
of
it's
crazy
common
shit.
knowledge that month after month,
I remember
PlayStation 2
I had a friend
outsells
in
all
college who
competitive
jailbroke
phones.
it using a
The answer is quite
TI-84.
simple. We want to remind everyone that PlayStation
you
2
can't do
has
that, Evan.
and will
It's-
continue to
that's
make
illegal.
significant contributions
It
to the
was,
industry,
and,
that Sony Computer Entertainment
yeah.
will be supporting the PlayStation 2 both on the hardware and software sides of the business for many, many more years to come, as we did on the PlayStation for more than 10
all
years.
I'm going to say to
And we
you,
have an amazing
Evan's
lineup
local
of
police
PlayStation 2
force,
titles to
is
show at our
that
booth.
I live
like
in
the
another
long-awaited
country
sequel
and
to
always
God of
have,
War,
so I had no
SOCOM
involvement in this
US Navy
incident.
SEALs Combined Assault.
I didn't
Dark
do
Souls
anything. I
from
just
Red
went to his
Octane,
house and I'm like,
Yakuza
oh,
from Sega,
okay, that's
and many, many
interesting.
more.
You're an
So please
accessory
remember
to
to
the
check them out
crime.
when you visit our booth.
I didn't do any of it
And
though.
outside
It
of
was
PC,
already done.
Consumers can look forward to
You're harboring a criminal
216
because you
new
didn't say
PlayStation 2
anything.
titles.
I don't even
both
remember
first
his name,
and
bro.
third-party releases by year end. Now,
In my
let me
defense.
spend a little time on PlayStation Portable, the PSP.
I need to put
When
on
we
my
entered
Bill
the
Clinton
portable space
voice.
with PlayStation Portable, I often receive two questions: why did you wait so long, and why now? And these are two separate questions with one single answer. It's about the ability to offer the right product strategy at the right time. And for us, any product carrying the PlayStation brand has a lot to live up to. And
That's
yet
true.
again, we delivered on the promise.
PSP was
is
pretty
an
darn good.
unrivaled portable
Like-
entertainment device, the culmination of the best that Sony has to offer.
Yeah, in terms of what it
At
was
its
capable
core,
of, it was
PSP
far superior
delivers
to the DS.
unsurpassed gaming experiences in a portable
But the
system,
DS was just
rivaling
like
that of
ridiculous.
PlayStation 2. But knowing consumers' insatiable appetite for
I
entertainment,
wonder what the sales
anywhere,
numbers were compared
anytime,
between the
on
two.
the go, PSP also functions as a portable audio and video player through multiple delivery mediums like UMD package media.
Right, they
or
actually sold
delivery online,
movies
right, directly onto
on
the memory
it
stick.
that actually sold decently well.
Just 18 months young, PSP is
Yeah,
the
I mean-
fastest selling platform in our company's history.
They sold movies
To
and
date,
TV
we have
shows
shipped more
on
than
the PS
17
Store
million
all the way
units
up to
worldwide.
the
And that's
PS4
almost
end of
1
that life
million
cycle. I
units
think they're still
for
doing
each
it on
month of its
PS5.
life.
Actually,
And
no,
of
I think
course,
they've
there are
gotten
no
rid of that
signs
because of
of slowing
streaming
down.
services and stuff.
For our current fiscal year that began on April 1st, we forecast shipping an additional 12 million PlayStation Portable units into the global market. Software sales for the PSP have been just as impressive. We are closing in on 50 million units shipped worldwide with 545 PSP games on the market to date. And since its introduction, PSP has enjoyed wide support from both our first and third-party development community, and we estimate that another 155 titles will be added to its ever-expanding game library. So, let's take a look at some of the PSP titles that are scheduled for release later on in the year.
Planet PSP, Loco Roco, Gangs of London, Killzone, Liberation. The first game I've actually heard of. Ape Academy? They made a Mario Party for Ape Escape?
2 of them. At least.
Interesting. Never played Ape Escape, actually.
Neither have I. It was a PS1 game, and I grew up with a PS2. I didn't even know Ape Escape existed until I got the internet.
I can only think of this one horrible meme that I can't talk about here.
Probably not, Evan. This is my channel is a place of inclusivity, and knowing you,
Them's fighting words. The Bill Cosby joke, though.
man, remember the start of the PS3 era, where PS3 games kind of just looked like shinier PS2 games.
Yeah, but then, you know, it was like a completely different.
Yeah. It's weird that the main noticeable difference was that models were shinier.
Now, one of the new and innovative ways we've provided opportunities for publishers and retailers to expand the software market on both the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 formats was the introduction of the Greatest Hits program. And we certainly wish to extend these business opportunities and the consumer value that the Greatest Hits brings to the PlayStation Portable as well. So I'm pleased to announce today that we will introduce a PSP Greatest Hits program in North America, starting with 5 titles from Sony Computer Entertainment America: ATV Off-Road Fury Blazing Trails, Ape Escape on the Loose, Hot Shots Golf Open T, Twisted Metal Head On, and Wipeout Pure. And to qualify for Greatest Hits status, a title must have sold 250,000 or more units and have been on the market for at least 9 months.
That's not as many as I thought. I thought you had to sell millions to get the
Universal Media Disc, or
Greatest Hits.
UMD. In addition to game titles, PSP users also have a wide variety of movies, TVs, and other non-game content to choose from. And to date, in the US alone, more than 670 non-game UMD titles have been produced, and more than 18 million units shipped to market. And 23 UMD video titles have sold more than 100,000 copies. In addition to packaged media, PSP supports various communication functions. Additionally, through firmware upgrades, we have been able to add functionality to the PSP. And since we began firmware upgrades last May, PSP now has a web browser and features designed to enhance video, audio, and of course image usage, as well as improved content protection and network security. The most recent update, 2.7, that launched at the end of April, added 2 great new features: the RSS channel and Macromedia Flash support. So now, consumers can stream or download the latest syndicated programming, MP3 playlists, or podcasts and save them directly.
Yeah, PS3 was really good as like a media
hub. Later in the year, we plan to add RSS video, voice over IP functionality, along with camera and GPS peripherals. PSP is the whole package, an exceptional portable entertainment device. With games,
yeah, I remember it was the best
music,
handheld to
photo,
emulate
and
on.
Communication. It truly takes advantage
Although I never
of
did it myself.
consumer lifestyle trends. And in fact, we hope that you brought your PSP with you today, because after the event, we've set up a number of download stations that include game shares and assets from today's presentation, including an RSS feed of this very press conference. So please stick around and enjoy.
My name is Sean LeGrand.
Charles. Tiffany.
Billy Morgan.
Kevin Cantrell.
My name's Brett. I'm out here enjoying Times Square.
Times Square, yeah.
Center of the universe.
Talking about some PlayStation.
I've been playing PlayStation for about
10 years plus.
The PlayStation 1.
You can tell that one guy's definitely in
disc
New
from
York.
Blue and stuff.
The old system.
What I love about the PlayStation is the feel of the controller in my hands. I like the hard plastic and the little knobby.
I love how it's like street interviews. It's like, we're hip because we interview people on the street, yo.
I've been waiting forever.
Well, I heard that the graphics on it.
These do actually look like people who play PlayStation, though.
Like you
so,
are that character.
props.
Like you right there, which is the best part of video games.
Oh, London.
My name's Michael.
Mark Hicks.
My name's Liam.
My name's Anna.
My name is Meredith Morell.
My son is the best gamer I've ever played.
A man
He's
named
so
Meredith.
fiercely competitive,
F.
and he can never lose. And of course, being his dad, I have to let him win sometimes because he doesn't beat me, obviously.
Oh, we don't care about Australia next.
I'm Lisa.
Gaming does not care about Australia. And
Give us
Australia
the
hates
Ireland
you.
interviews,
Looking
you
forward to all the
cowards.
new games coming out as
The high definition.
Blu-ray discs.
Internal hard drive. I'm getting excited.
Where are my Irish gamer bros?
My name is Natasha Lucinda.
Wait, where is this?
Carpet
I
Town?
live in Cape Town.
Is what it said? Cape Town. Carpet. I read it as carpet.
Definitely the widest controls.
Well, I mean, you can use capes as carpets if you really want to.
Tokyo.
PS3 の楽しみは2もすごかったんですけど、もっとどういう風に映像が変わっていくのかっていうの。
そうですね。僕をはじめ世界中の人たちの人生の一部にもっともっと
This is in
進んでいく
Shinjuku.
と思います。
Nice.
私はゲームするときにモンキー
That actually makes sense. Meanwhile, in Mexico.
Mi nombre es Rodrigo Gutiérrez.
Me llamo Santiago, vivo en México.
Tiene muchas gráficas.
I was about to say, why aren't the Mexican guys getting
Juegos
subtitles?
impresionantes.
No, they're like, my name is blank.
Juegos que si quiero deportes, tengo deportes.
Everybody would know that much Spanish.
Acción, tengo acción.
Yeah, well, that's because you live like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but we have classes, language classes, as part of our core curriculum. I think the main choices you get are Irish, French, and...
Because I don't know.
Was there a third one?
Because I'm gonna rock on it and I'm gonna have it first.
And I'm just looking forward to that experience, and I know that it's going to come from PS3.
PlayStation 3 is the future of gaming.
Exactly. It's gonna be like taking over the whole world.
We are not being paid to say these things. We promise.
You know, we
I
often
wish.
talk about the global impact of the PlayStation business. And as the global leader, our mission at Sony Computer Entertainment is to create products that truly inspire and entertain fans around the world. And it's really amazing to witness such enthusiasm for our new platform. So, now on to PlayStation 3. Last year, we outlined the specifications of the machine, but let's review its main features and benefits. First, PlayStation 3 is powered by Cell. Along with our partners IBM and Toshiba, we have invested billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of man-hours in creating the Cell processor. It's a processor with power rivaling that of supercomputers, but is uniquely designed to support massive data processing required for digital entertainment and other HD-intensive applications. PlayStation utilizes Blu-ray as one of its storage mediums, but is also compatible with a huge variety of optical disc media used in consumers' homes today. And the investment that consumers have made in collecting their software libraries in a variety of optical disc formats will not go to waste with PlayStation 3. And speaking of delivery mediums, we have already seen a diversification in the methods of delivering entertainment content to the consumers, which will become even more prominent in the years ahead. And to this end, PlayStation 3 is equipped with both a gigabit Ethernet port as well as a removable hard disk drive to allow the consumers to access and download a variety of interactive and other entertainment content right out of the network. And on the output side, as previously announced, PlayStation 3 will support true high-definition output at 1080p resolution and is compatible with the latest Dolby Digital surround sound for maximum audio enjoyment. So, what does all this mean? Simply put, we are giving the content creators unprecedented power to express their creativity and for the consumers to emotionally connect with and to enjoy the content that is created with a level of interaction, sophistication, and reality that has never been experienced with any other platform. Another first brought by PlayStation is back catalog compatibility. When we introduced PlayStation 2 in 2000, it supported many formats: PlayStation games, PlayStation 2 games, audio CDs, and DVD video playback. With PlayStation 3, we are taking it to the next level. Not only will PlayStation 3 support Blu-ray video and PlayStation 3 games, but also all of the formats that I just mentioned. PSP also interacts with the PlayStation 3, and on the game development side, we're aggressively seeking out ways to connect the two products in unique and interesting ways. Users can exchange data between the two systems wirelessly, through the USB connection, or through the memory stick. And as I mentioned, Blu-ray, it is the next generation format supported by major hardware manufacturers and motion picture studios. 5 of the 6 studios that represent 80% of all Hollywood content are backing Blu-ray. Blu-ray offers the storage capacity that game creators require in order to manage data-intensive material needed to achieve real-time gameplay mechanics in a true 1080p HD world. Truly lifelike games, like those that we are starting to see, require considerable disk capacity. And content creators and consumers have told us time and time again of their desire for more gameplay levels, more sound, more intense graphics, more entertainment. And as a testament to the ever-growing need for storage capacity in our industry, consider this fact. During the first year after the PlayStation 2 launch, 74% of PlayStation 2 games were on the CD-ROM format, 26% in DVD. 5 years later in 2005, that ratio is 95% DVD and 5% CD-ROM. So by adopting Blu-ray, a forward-reaching medium, we're sending a message to the content creation community that the only limitation they have bringing ideas to life now is their imagination.
Xbox use? Do you know?
True HD gaming is the way.
Do they use Blu-ray now?
According to our internal research, PlayStation users are more likely to own or plan to buy an HD display. And by the end of
Blu-rays are still
Jupiter
legit, so they were right about that.
25% of US households will own an HD display. In an HD world, complex data streams processing and massive storage is necessary. And therefore, we believe that PlayStation 3 will be at a significant advantage by having a hard disk drive built right into the box. That's right. Every PlayStation 3 system will ship with a hard disk drive. Not only will users be able to download content from the network and other storage devices, but the HDD can serve to work to improve game performance and the overall entertainment experience.
Man, this was so far ahead of its time that it was almost too far ahead. I don't think gamers understood that they would be utilizing all this stuff. And a mere 5 years.
Throughout the world in major territories this November. And to give you a glimpse of what the consumers can expect, this is the PlayStation 3 right here in clear black, which will be introduced in all territories at launch. Our development partners have been diligently working on the PlayStation 3 environment for some time in order to deliver the type of gaming experiences that consumers will expect from true next generation. And to date, we have cumulatively shipped more than 10,000 development systems to 208 companies in 11 countries, the largest number ever for a PlayStation format. And final development systems are shipping now 6 months before launch, which is a first. In fact, some of the games you will see at E3 on the show floor are running on those final tools. And I'm very excited to report that both our internal studios and our third-party partners are prepared to share the fruits of their labor today. Contrary to what you may have heard coming into E3, today we will be showcasing playable game titles which all will be available for you to play and enjoy at our booth. Back in the fall of last year, Sony Computer Entertainment consolidated its global development resources under one umbrella, the SCE Worldwide Studios. This consolidation allows us to further integrate all of our product development creativity, expertise, and technology on a worldwide basis, helping to develop exclusive, one-of-a-kind gaming experiences that define the PlayStation experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
I was skimming through the last video
Worldwide Studios, Phil Harrison.
To, figure out what tags to fill fill it with. And you know what I heard,
Good afternoon,
Evan?
everybody. It's a great pleasure to be
I heard
back
my
here.
fat ass eating. Now I know some
ago,
people
we
probably
shared
don't
with
mind
you
that,
and with the world
but I
our
know
vision
that if I
and
was the one watching the
technology
video, it'd
for the
annoy the
PlayStation
fuck out of me.
3
So Evan,
format.
when my food shows up, if you
In the
can hear
last
me eating through my
350 odd
microphone,
days,
fucking call me out on it.
I'll reprimand you,
Our
yes.
development teams all around the world, in all of our studios, have been hard
Just
at
gotta
work
mute your mic.
converting
It's not
that
rocket science.
technology and vision into magic. And today, I'm really proud that we will be able to share with you the fruits of those labors.
That's what I'm
with
planning to
a
do,
number
but you never
of
know.
really incredible
Yeah, I
games
totally get
played
that.
and shown on PlayStation 3 for absolutely the first time. I'd like to start by bringing onto the stage a creator who normally needs no introduction, but on this particular occasion, I think I will make one for him. I know him as my friend and colleague from Sony Computer
I love the
Entertainment
bald
Worldwide
British
Studios,
dude.
and also as the creator of one of my favorite
He's
PlayStation
more
1
interesting to
games,
listen to even when they're
Motor 2 Grand
droning on
Prix.
about boring bullshit.
You probably know him for his slightly more famous franchise, the billion-dollar franchise that is Gran Turismo. So please join me in welcoming...
Gran Turismo is so big, and I don't think I've heard about it in 10 years now. Even though the games are all still good, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil.
Oh my god, he's like 2 feet taller than him.
Well, racing games are kind of a niche, I think, nowadays.
この E3 のために、グランツーリスモの、最新のプロトタイプ
I guess I finally got realistic and people lost interest.
題して、グランツーリスモ HD です。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazunori Yamauchi, creator of Gran Turismo. It's an honor to be here.
I know people really got into Project Cars.
Today, we would like to show you a Gran Turismo prototype that has been designed specifically for E3. Gran Turismo HD.
I don't know, maybe they should reconsider that name because you can also drive planes and boats in that
ちょっと説
game.
明しますね。このグランツーリスモ HD
Man, look at that resolution. That's the resolution of my monitor.
Yeah.
They were so ahead of their time, but it was almost too far ahead. I don't think anybody cared about that back then.
I'm pretty sure my laptop is not far from that.
Basically what it is assets from GT4 boosted in quality and resolution converted to PS3 platform. The milestone for future production for GT.
I think one issue you have with making these systems is that you try to have it get to the highest specs, but then, you know, only a few people can afford that at the start, usually.
Self-explanatory, but the Gran Turismo HD will move at
But then by the end of its run, that becomes more normal.
at 60 frames per second.
1920-1080-60p のですね、非圧縮のベースバンド信号が、家庭用のテレビに映るというのはですね、ちょっと大げさに言うと、人類にとって初めての経験だろうと思います。
So this may be an exaggerated statement, but we feel that this is probably the first time for a household television to display a non-compressed baseband signal.
はい、メニューもですね、HD に合わせてデザインし直しました。
So the menus have been designed specifically to optimize for HD resolution.
この E3 バージョンで4つのコースが選べます。
You can select from a range of 4 tracks.
選択できる乗り物もですね、レーシングカー、クラシックカーから、モーターバイク、スクーターまで様々です。
In terms of vehicle selection, players will be able to choose from a range of vehicles from racing to commercial, all the way down to scooters.
じゃあ早速、東京のコースから行きましょう。
So first we'd like to demo the Tokyo track.
I like car games where you could like shoot missiles and stuff, honestly.
You like the more arcadey type racing games.
Oh, absolutely. No question about that.
Well, you know what they say, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a car guy. If I was a car guy, this would be different. But I'm not a car guy. Cars are shoes, in my opinion. Gran Turismo is actually smart, and they get advertising in there. The sound design is way better. Like literally just going around the track. So boring. The one where they were crashing the cars looks pretty cool though. I know those games were super popular. Because you were actually trying to get the most like rad wipeout basically, and you get points for it.
60p という、情報量がどれくらいかということをお話ししたいんですけれども、例えばですね、 皆さんが普段見ているハイビジョンの放送ですね、HD カムで捉えています。だいたい HD カムの情報に比べて、今ここに映っている、情報はですね、3倍ぐらいの情報量が出ています。
So just to give you a reference point, what you're seeing on the screen now is 19 by 20 1080p HD, full HD. Just for reference, the average broadcast HD that you would see in the household now, this is roughly 3 times the amount of information that is shown on the screen in comparison to that average broadcast HD.
プレイステーション2の GT4 と比較するとですね、約12倍ということになります。
Extending that example to GT4 played on PlayStation 2, the difference is 12 times.
それでは次のコースに行きます。
So let's next video show you.
Whoever uploaded this video didn't upload it at the level
ロー
of
ディング時
this
間の短さに皆
demonstration.
さん注目してください。
Funny to think about.
Pay special attention to the loading times here.
GT4 ではですね、だいたい平均して、15秒のローディング時間がかかっていました。
In GT4, the average loading time was roughly 10 to 15 seconds.
この PS3 版では当然ハードディスクにオプティマイズされていますから、ローディング時間が速くなっています。
For Gran Turismo HD, it has been optimized for obvious reasons to the hard disk drive that is equipped in the PlayStation 3.
だいたいそうですね、2、3秒で、ローディング終わるんじゃないでしょうか。
So players will probably be able to maneuver from the menu screen all the way to starting a race in a matter of 2 or 3 seconds.
Wow. That's. Of course, now you have to install the game in order to do that shit.
Remember when one of the main advantages of console over PC was that you could just put in the disc and play?
Yes. I mean, I understand why they do it. It's easy to do updates and shit, but you lose something there. There has to be some way to just play it on the disc. I guess they have an install so that they don't have to put as much on the disc. Or it would be like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where they fit it all on one disc, but you have to do a big install. But yeah, it's kind of at the end of its lifespan in that respect. So they need to move it to the next level. I'm not sure what they're going to do about that. Maybe machines will get so fast that it doesn't matter that you have to install it. That's a distinct possibility. Because, you know, I remember back in the day when I used to download anime, it took like a week and a half. Like these days I could do it in less than, 20 minutes, usually. Yeah. I don't even download anime anymore, but...
Downloading anime from the legally available resources.
So now we would like to take you back in the years of the Gran Turismo franchise and look back in the series history.
これは GT1 ですね。懐かしいです。
This is GT1, reminiscent.
当時はすごくリアルでした。
Back in the days, this was real.
これがですね、もう去年のことですね、GT4 です。
Next up, GT4, just released last year on PS2.
I wonder what happened to the GT.
PS3 の絵と比較してください。
And back to PS3.
はい、最後にですね、グランドキャニオンのコースをお見せしたいと思います。
Lastly, we'd like to show you another track from the Grand Canyon.
I will say, I do like when these racing sim games let you race in old ass fucking cars.
Yeah, they're cool.
Because I know the design of old cars is probably inefficient as fuck, but they just look cool because like they're not all ovals.
Yeah, they're not all shoes. Like they have like a different, distinct design. I'm with you there.
And like,
you know, it's like when you occasionally see an old car on the road, it's like an experience.
And look, I get it. The shoe design, there's probably a reason it's been adopted by every fucking car manufacturer on the planet.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But, you know, it's still nice seeing something different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're trying to go as aerodynamic as possible. It's just, there's something lost there. You should be able to customize your honk and stuff like that.
In the game?
Yes.
Da-da-da-da.
No, it's the horn from football games. Man, those were in like every meme comp for 2 years.
The Bubenzalas or whatever the fuck they're called?
Yeah, you know the horns that they play at football games?
I know there was a type of horn that got really popular one year and then got banned immediately because...
Exactly, yeah. That was used in every meme comp for like 2 years.
This is only the beginning and it's a passing point for the future of Gran Turismo.
Like, I do not pay attention to the sports world at all, and even that reached my attention.
Yep.
Sorry, that even reached my attention.
間もなく日本とアメリカで GT4 をベースにしたオンラインのベータテストが始まります。
Very shortly after E3, we will be conducting some beta testing based on GT4.
Yeah, I mean that's where racing games should be, online games.
PS3 バージョンで発売する
What's the point if you can't race with people?
オンラインを
Yeah,
サポートするグランツーリスモを拡張するというよりはですね、むしろこうオンラインによってグランツーリスモが爆発するというか。
I mean, I'm personally the sort of person who tends to stick to myself, so having CPU races is good.
The world of GT
like, yeah, racing games, you need online support. They are
それからリリーススケジュールについて、プレイ
built
ステ
on
ーション2の時
competition.
を思い出すとですね、グランツーリスモは、プレイステーション2がローンチしてから、実に1年半も、皆さんをお待たせしてしまいました。
Just to touch briefly on schedules, when we look back at GT3 on PS2, the wait was roughly a year and a half after the new console was released.
次のグランツーリスモはですね、前回のように、待たせることなく、なるべく、早い時点でですね、皆さんの元に届けたいと、そう思っています。
This time around, we hope to deliver the next GT not too far from the launch of PS3.
期待して待っていてください。
So please look forward to it.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
He didn't say ladies and gentlemen. F tier translation.
What an incredible presentation.
Well, he said Gozaimashita. That is really horrible.
Great
So
creator matched with great
I'll forgive him for that.
Produce magical results. Kazunori-san, I think it's also important to remember, by the way, that his team only just finished doing Tourist Trophy for PS2 a few weeks ago. So what you saw there was actually a relatively short period of time. Now, the next demonstration of a game that we're going to be revealing at E3 that I'd like to share with you is actually an interesting combination of three different things. The first is a traditional card-based battle game. Added to that is the power that you get from PlayStation 3 mixed with the amazing ability of computer vision. And here to talk about it some more is Dr. Richard Marks, the creator of iToy. So, Richard, what do we have here for today?
Phil, today we have the Eye of Judgment, and it's a game developed by our Japan studio, and I have the honor of showing it today here. And I'll just get started. You see, I placed a card onto the screen here, and a monster instantiates.
Japan fucking
and now I can
loves
actually
their card
interact
games,
with this card.
From what I can.
Oh yeah. Oh, this Yu-Gi-Oh? No.
No, they just said it's Eye of Judgment.
The idea is this. Yeah, it can also move it around. It tracks the card in 3D. I'll move.
That's actually pretty cool.
So I have some room. Place down another card. And this will also instantiate a monster. Each card has unique identifier, so it can tell you which monster will instantiate. And now I can make this card attack the other monster.
Instantiate. That's not a word you hear very often.
Back a little bit.
It's like an SAT word.
Here. Wait for it to instantiate.
Someone brought their thesaurus.
Yeah, so.
That's the next card he's gonna play.
Thesaurus?
With all the different cards.
It's the thesaurus deck.
With 100 cards, you get.
It's a very
well, I think
particular way of
one of
playing
the combinations of cards that I have is probably the boss character card. So
you have some special card
I
here?
have the special power-up card, just specially made for this demonstration. Let me put that down and see what that does for the demonstration.
I mean, AR technology was really special and like novel at this point in time. If I recall. But what I'm seeing here looks very
so you can actually come to our booth and try out this game
not
and
visual-wise.
actually play a game with the cards.
It looks
Great
very
demonstration.
basic.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Thank you, Phil.
So I'll be back a little bit later to share some more exciting products that we're going to be showing at E3 this year and beyond. But first of all, back to cars.
And before there's like a cult following for Eye of Judgment, and now they're gonna plague my comment section.
Wow, we're gonna have a lot more of these games to show you. But before continuing further with some of the additional PlayStation 3 software titles that we would like to share with you today, I'd like to spend a bit of time talking about what everybody refers to as the online or network strategy. And I've always stated that in the next generation of hardware,
remember
supported
Dungeon
by
Dice
the
Monsters?
deployment of broadband infrastructure and the inclusion
I
of
want
a
them
hard
to
drive,
take another go
that
at that.
online and network.
I remember they made a pretty good Game Boy Advance game on it.
So once
Based
upon a
off
time,
it.
it was an
I want them to
aftermarket option.
I want them
but
to take
today,
another crack at
it's a
that.
standard feature. Online and networking
an
on
interesting,
PlayStation 2 that we started
I think they're way
in 2002
past that.
has now grown
Sadly.
to a service of more than 3 million plus registered
Remember
users in
when
North America
Yu-Gi-Oh
alone.
was about games
Online
in
and
general
networking for
instead of
PlayStation
just
3
one singular
is as
card game?
essential as the air that we breathe. Consumers
The author decided to make it about Duel Monsters because people kept asking him about the rules in the magazine, letters to the editor section. True story. I actually own the first 7 volumes, which
And then
is
he's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
like,
About games in general.
fine, you want to know more about Duel Monsters? Here, let me explain how Pot of Greed works every duel.
Of the network console is the ability to use the power of constant.
That's not how it's like in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, no, he became a millionaire and then never had to
create a space that really
do
offers a
art
sense of belonging
very
and
often.
building loyalty.
He just does it for monsters. Very like
Such as MySpace,
I don't even think they tell you who does the art for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card.
So by offering a variety
Like,
of functionality,
he's just retired, I
beyond just
think.
gaming,
Good for
whether
him.
it be account management, player profile, ranking, friends list, video chat, voice messaging, text messaging, and many
I don't
more.
remember
Our
using
goal
any of
is
this
to
shit.
create and offer an environment that is
It was fairly
more than just a
clunky.
place to play games. That is creating a virtual society or a community. And also, importantly,
Yeah, I mean,
philosophy of
God,
maintaining
2000.
the
Imagine
platform,
hearing this shit in
these basic
2006.
services will be offered
I mean,
to
this stuff is very mainline
free
now,
of
but
charge.
Wow.
Additionally,
this was like
as we learned with the PlayStation 2 network,
5-10 years ahead of its
by
time.
its very nature, the connected console also gives us the ability to add another distribution channel, which is always changing, that users can access in bite-sized or big portions, anytime, anywhere, for all types of entertainment content, whether it be games, music, movies, or others. Well, what can the users expect? We're going to be offering a variety of entertainment content to the users of the PlayStation 3 as well as the PlayStation Portable. And one of the announcements that we made earlier in March in Tokyo was a new initiative that we will commence later this year, the e-distribution of PlayStation content playable on the PlayStation Portable by accessing our PSP download area. PSP users will once
Those
again
1
be able to
gigabyte
enjoy the PlayStation
memory
titles
sticks were
they
actually
played
pretty
through
darn
emulation
expensive. I
technology
think they were like $100 back
on
then.
the PSP. As a matter of fact, I have actually a PSP right here, actually running one of the first
I don't
titles
know.
that was actually
I'm pretty
launched
sure
back in 1995
one of the big
with the original
sticklers with the PS
PlayStation,
Vita was
now
that you could
downloaded
only
directly
is that
onto the memory
the
stick bureau
base
of this
storage was
PSP. So let me
tiny
just
as
hook up
fuck,
the audio first.
and you could only.
Make sure
It was
everyone can see.
only
Okay, so we're,
compatible
navigating
with
through
Sony's
the,
own proprietary
cross-media
memory
bar right
cards.
now. So let me go to game and to the memory stick. Okay, there's a PlayStation icon right there. Let me hit that. So the game profile will boot up directly from the memory stick. And let's see if you can guess what the title is going to be by the way this game will actually start. As a matter of fact, this screen also brings back memories for me as well. I'm sure it does for some of you, and I'm sure you're dating yourself by saying that you remember. I don't know if you remember this particular opening. This was actually on the original PlayStation game as well when it was loading the game. Of course, I'm not a very good player even there. Game is powered by Namco. It's Ridge Racer.
Ridge
Racer.
This is a meme.
Remember that one? All right. So let
God
me,
damn it,
go
Redford!
ahead, get
You
right
missed
into
your
the
moment.
Ridge Racer.
game.
We have to add him.
Here we go.
He's been waiting for this day. Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
This is a meme. I hear there's several other memes too.
Here we go. All right. Well,
I believe actually it was
not as
either
good as Kazunori is at driving
Namco or
these
Capcom or
cars
whatever.
here.
They actually
But
copyrighted
just to show you, since it's
the
running on a PSP,
whole
obviously you can
playing
change
a
the
mini
screen
game
size
in the loading
just as you
screen
can
thing,
with
which
any
is
other
why
game
no other game does
or
it
other
these
entertainment
days.
content that's running on the PlayStation Portable.
Because they can't legally.
So, let me just unplug this. This is another example. Whoops. This is another example.
You know
of
what
how
else
we
got
continue to
copyrighted, Evan?
identify and also innovate.
You know
ways to
Shadow of
leverage IP
Mordor?
investments that content
Yes.
creators have
You
made
know
over
its
the many
Nemesis
years,
system
in
that
addition to
everyone
keeping our
loved?
platforms as a viable business for
Mm.
more than
Well,
10
nobody
years.
else can use it.
Another exciting aspect is the ability for consumers
Fuck
to make
you.
microtransactions to quickly add
And we're not even gonna
specific
make games with
game
it anymore, I
directly
bet.
from game-specific shops. And of course, we will accommodate a variety of payment methods for all of the purchases, and we will be selling a prepaid card
Look.
called the PlayStation card.
You know I'm
in
right.
various denominations, such as $50 that you see back here for purchase. at our
I'm not
retailers.
against
And
copyrighting
consumers signing up for
like
purchases
game
through this card will
features.
be given exclusive information on
But
various
there are two
aspects
major
of our network
caveats to that.
service.
A,
So with that said, let's bring
corporations
Phil
have fucked
back
the
on
concept
stage.
of
Phil?
copyright into the ground
So,
to the point where copyright
shopping.
stays in place
I'm gonna show
years
you,
after
first
the
of all,
original
a very
offer is
quick look
dead.
at our
which
interface that users will get when they
The
switch
whole
on to
point of
PlayStation
copyright
3.
was to
And this shop
encourage people
interface
to make
allows
new
them
things
to,
instead of just
browse
copying
various
off each
contents,
other.
And purchase various
And it's
contents.
definitely gone
This
far
one in
beyond that at this
particular
point.
dedicated to Warhawk, and it's all
Um,
about being able to buy additional levels or additional
But also
weapons.
the fact,
but it's also
the,
where we see a lot
the
of
second
community
caveat
features,
is,
a lot of
if you're
the,
going to
community
copyright
features
a
of
game
saying what's
concept,
cool, what's
like a
new,
gameplay
what's pop,
concept,
and being
don't
able
use
to
it for
purchase
more
these
than
items
2 fucking
through your
games.
account, whether that account
Yes.
is,
Don't
loaded
fucking
up by your
copyright
PlayStation
something and
card
then
or your
just
credit card
sit
or
on
any
it.
other mechanisms. But the really interesting
greedy ass
examples
fucks.
of the shop is when they're actually built into.
It's not even being greedy
And what I'd
because
like to share
what
with
the
you
system
today
isn't even
to
getting
show
the
that
money,
is
so
our
it's actually
No,
dumb.
it does, because if you
SingStar
want to use it, you
franchise
have to
from
pay
Europe.
them.
And here we have on SingStar PlayStation 3 a really interesting.
Well, I guess that's one way to do
The
it.
power of a computer, the power of entertainment, and the power of the network all joining together. And SingStar really coming to life in the network era. So obviously SingStar is all about having lots of great songs, and Blu-ray disc delivers us a great storage medium for having a great deal of content on the disc.
Only a couple
Hundreds of
years
songs
ago,
being accessible,
the
and also
Happy
for the
Birthday
first
song
time,
into the public
HD
domain.
content being accessible. And you can go and check out this video here, which has HD content on it. So these are this is the singing interface.
Actually,
where
when
it measures you
exactly-
against the music. I'm going to save you the pain of listening to me sing, but I invite you all to E3 to try it out for yourselves. We're going to be showing both PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 versions of SingStar at the SCEA booth this year. We sold over 4.5 million units of this game in Europe, and it's been a huge franchise for us over there.
Yeah, these kind of games are really popular with non-gamers, like DDR was.
The network, and this is where
And Guitar Hero was.
really comes to life. And what we're going to show you now is the ability to browse an online catalog of songs where you can go to the Sing store and find the song that you want to buy and that you want to download. So we're going to browse through various options here, find the song and the video that we want to download, and I'm going to take you through the network platform purchasing mechanism. So here we have the ability to buy the song. I'm just putting it in as $0.00. We don't want to give any steer yet on our pricing strategy.
Destiny's Child.
You can see how we have a wallet system and we have a spending limit. All of this is part of the parental controls
Yeah.
that you would
Okay.
expect to be
So
part
this
of
article
the
is from
PlayStation
2016.
Network platform. And then downloading the song, and you'll see that the song is now on the
The
hard
song
disk
Happy
drive of
Birthday
the PlayStation
has
3,
joined the
and it's
public
in your
domain,
personal song
ending a
selection, and
long-running
then you can go
suit
straight
over
in
its
and check
copyright.
out that song.
Music publishers earned
Once
as much
again,
as
I'm gonna save you
$2
the
million
pain of listening to
per
me sing.
year in licensing commercial
And
use of
that,
the
here we have
popular
another
tune.
HD video,
Wow.
showing,
One of the most recognizable
great
songs
content
in the
that we
English
have,
language is now available to sing
partners in
free
the
of
music
charge.
industry all around the
A
world.
U.S. federal judge in Los Angeles
Now,
signed
in
off on a
addition
settlement
to
agreement
the
on
ability
Monday
to download
evening,
content,
ending a
SingStar
long-running legal
also
battle challenging the
enables
music
you to
publisher
contribute to the community
Warner
and sort of content
slash
SingStar
Apple
with
Music's
something that
claim
we will be,
to the song's
introducing
copyright.
on, the
Sing it
PlayStation
loud,
3
sing it
version.
proud, and
This
sing it
is
for
allowing you
free,
to
said a
develop your own
statement from the
profile
law
to
firm,
also
which
find out who else is
unrepresented
online on
plaintiffs
SingStar
in
at
the
any
class
one time,
action lawsuit.
but also customization.
This is a
downloading
huge
new
victory
content,
for
being
the
able to
public and
download
the artists
skins
who
and
want
other
to use Happy
graphical
Birthday to
effects
you
to,
in their
personalize
videos
your
and
experience,
music.
but also
Attorney Daniel
to add
Schacht
your
said.
performances to the network.
Daniel
Using a
Schacht.
camera, you'll be able to
Legend.
record and
It's one of those
upload,
really weirdly
to
spelled
your
names. It
friends
might be like
your other
scat
performances of
or
your favorite songs using SingStar. We'll show you more of this over the next weeks and months. But this
Chat's
is
better in that
how
case.
SingStar and PlayStation 3 are really being powered by
The case
network
against
going
Warner
forward.
slash
Great
Chapel
demonstration. Thank
Music
you very
was
much,
filed
Paulina.
in 2013 after a group of filmmakers making a low-budget documentary in the birthday song's history were charged $1,500
from Japan,
for its use. The documentary filmmakers joined with other artists who paid to use the song to bring their complaint before the California court. In September 2015, Los Angeles Judge George King ruled that the song did not belong to Warner slash Chapel. The music publisher agreed to pay $14 million in a settlement which ended in its copyright claim along with efforts to collect royalties. Warner slash Chapel Music, which is the global publishing arm of Warner Music, earned much as $2 million per year by licensing commercial use of the famous tune, although the song could be sung in private without overstepping the copyright claims. The company charged a fee for the song's use by restaurants, filmmakers, and even electronic greeting cards.
Oh, this must be Genji. I've heard about this.
Oh, is this the giant enemy crab?
I think so.
The team at Game Republic.
I think that that's a really legendary meme even now.
Including
anyway, U.S. musician Mildred Hill composed the song in 1893 with her sister Patty Hill, a kindergarten teacher in the state of Kentucky. School children would sing the tune, which was originally titled "Good Morning to
By
You."
incorporating
The birthday
this,
lyrics were added later.
System, the player will be able to create their very own and unique, devastating combo.
Interesting.
see. But not only that, they will also be able to find new and interesting ways to defeat enemy bosses. And I'll give you an example of that. First.
I love it. Cool.
Dude, you gotta give the tanks stun immunity, stagger immunity. Otherwise, there's no point ever using them.
Correct.
First, I'm gonna have to defeat this large enemy character here.
Because they're so slow that their attacks will always get interrupted.
So,
yes.
Man, this AI is really aggressive.
It's not. But this is probably easy mode for the demonstration.
What are you talking about, Evan? Look at them. He barely has any room to breathe. Oh man, I can't believe he managed to charge that attack. With how aggressive the enemy AI is.
Dripping with sarcasm, I see.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it
here's
first.
this giant enemy crab.
Yeah!
What I'll do is use Benkei here
The crowd didn't even react to it.
to flip over this crab on its back.
Well, because they didn't know it was going to be a meme.
Shows up. Oh, here it comes.
It's behind you.
It's behind. Did you hear the guy in the background?
What?
All the way.
There was some muffled voice in the background that went, "It's behind you."
I'm waiting for the best part of the
Yeah.
giant enemy crab, though.
I'll switch over to Yoshitsune, hop on its stomach, and you attack its weak point for massive damage.
There we go.
So we'll be able to find
There we
all
go.
these new different ways.
We must have spoken over the part where they said this was based on
this
like
version that we're showing you
historical
right now,
events.
No, I mean, I was listening.
created for
But
this
yeah,
event
you were talking
so that
during
the,
that part.
Enemy characters will be killed with one blow. But you'll be able to enjoy
I mean,
full
how do you know that they didn't fight giant enemy crabs back then?
And attack their weak points for massive damage.
Yeah, how do you know that they didn't do that, huh?
In the audience, please.
Maybe historians just forgot to record those fights.
Now moving from legendary Japan to reality 21st century style. And we'd like to show you now our Formula One game for PlayStation 3 with a couple
Can't
of
they just do all the racing in the same part? I guess
you would
not.
expect in a great Formula One game, all the incredible graphics, all the great
Do you
physics,
really
all the
want
great AI, all the
an
great
hour
animation.
of
But
straight
you know what? There's
racing
something
game
missing.
footage,
I'll
Evan?
tell you what that is.
I mean, I get it, but
I'm
like,
going to give you a very special demonstration.
the conference that nearly killed
so
Sony.
let's do a quick swap here.
Oh, is this
Thank you
what
very
this
much,
is?
Nino. What I have running on a PlayStation Portable here is
No, there's somebody wrote that in the
interactive window,
comments.
which is actually being rendered in real time, and this is being synchronized directly with the PlayStation 3 to
now,
give you
mate.
an accurate position.
Last year's
looking
one
backwards
already
on the track. So you
compared
can
to
position
this. Last year's
next to
conference
your
was way
TV
fucking
screen,
worse.
and see for yourself what is coming up behind you.
At least
This
we're
is a
getting
great
to see
example of the
actual
seamless
gameplay in this
integration
one.
between PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Portable, and that this software technology can be freely downloaded from your PlayStation 3 to
So what,
your
the
PlayStation
PSP
Portable.
acts as
And I
your
hope you
rear
can
view
see that
mirror?
This will add a great dimension to this game, but it will also add
Yeah,
a huge
it adds
dimension to
so many
other games as
dimensions.
this feature gets adopted by our